Always.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want me to start us?
Yeah.
Beginning?
Totally.
Okay. So this is going to be intermediate on the mat. Maybe 30 minutes or so. We're gonna start standing and just close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. And with your next inhale, just reach your arms overhead. And with your exhale, just bend your elbows through cactus arms and extend through the upper back. And then inhale, reach back up to the ceiling. And exhale, roll yourself forward and down, just letting all the air come out as you go down. Bend the knees, be nice to your low back and hamstrings. Take a breath in at the bottom. And exhale, lift the waistline off the thighs and roll yourself back. Up through standing. Let the head come up last. Reach the arms around and up. Inhale. And exhale, bend the elbows through cactus arms again. Just lifting and opening the chest. And then breathe in and reach back up to the ceiling. And exhale, roll yourself forward and down. Lift through the waistline, bend through the knees, soften through the low back. And just let yourself hang heavy. Shake your head no. This isn't happening. And breathe in at the bottom. And exhale, lift the waistline off the thighs again and roll up. Like you're a rag doll, sort of reluctantly coming back to life. And one more time, just inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows through cactus arms. Inhale, reach back up to the ceiling. And the last one, you're gonna roll down to the floor, lifting through the waistline as you hang heavy through the shoulders and the arms and the head. And then plant your hands on the mat and walk yourself like arms walking out to your plank. And just hold your plank. Take a deep breath in, finding a nice straight line from the crown of the head to the bottoms of the feet. And an exhale. Breathe in again. And exhale, just walk back to your feet. And hang heavy. Yep. I'm already warm. And take a breath in. And again, exhale, walking out. Finding your nice solid plank. With your next inhale, you're going to inhale, lower yourself down for a push-up. If you want to put your knees on the floor, you can. Exhale, push yourself up. Lift the knees back up if they're down and walk back to your feet. And hang heavy. And breathe in there. And exhale, walking back out. Find that nice long line. Lower your knees if you're going to. Bend the elbows, lowering down into a push-up. And exhale back up. Hover the knees if they went down and walk back to your feet. We're going to do that 2 more times. Just take your breath in and walk out. Exhale, find your nice long line. Inhale, lower down into a push-up. Exhale, push back up. Hover the knees and just walk back to the feet. Or you can hang heavy, and you're going to do that just 1 more time. You're going to walk out. Find that plank. Lower down, push up. Lift back up. And walk back to the feet. And roll yourself back up to standing. Want to take it?
Sure. Okay. So we're gonna continue with the plank series and do a couple more things. Maybe moving into side plank. So you're gonna lift your arms up. You're gonna roll your spine down, same way, lifting your belly away from your thighs as you roll down. And you're gonna walk yourself out to your plank. Good. And then you're gonna let your right elbow come down to the floor where your right hand is. If you had your knees down before, put your knees down again and do that, right? So elbow down, hand up, hand up. And you're gonna do that 4 more times, leading with your right side. So elbow, elbow, hand, hand. And elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Keep going. You're gonna try to descend and come back up with hips and shoulders moving together. Was that 4?
Yep.
4? Cool. You're gonna lift your knees. You're gonna walk your hands back towards your feet. And you're gonna hang there. Yes, see, the not being able to count transfers to like video recording too. So you're gonna walk yourself back out and you're gonna do 5, leading with your left elbow. Trying to be as solid and stable, elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Keep your ribs, hips, shoulders connected and moving together rather than twisting and separating. This is hard. FYI. I think that was 5 total. Mm-hmm. You're gonna float your knees. You're gonna walk your hands back towards your feet. Whoa. And you're gonna roll your spine up. I was not totally prepared for that being as hard as it was. Okay, take a deep breath. We're gonna take this into a side plank. And we're gonna try to flow into that side plank from our forward facing plank. So go ahead and lift your arms up. And exhale, roll your spine down, lifting your belly away from your thighs, asking your core to engage already to support your spine. You're gonna walk your hands out, keeping your core engaged. And you're gonna take your right elbow down and then your left elbow down. And we're gonna stay on the elbows here. You're gonna take your left fist and bring it to your right elbow to make like half of a square. You're gonna turn your toes in that same direction, right? So toes with the fist that just moved. And you're gonna open your whole body towards that side. And you're gonna press down through the spine of your feet. You're gonna reach up through your arm to feel that your hips are reaching for the ceiling. You're gonna swim that top lifted arm over, and you're gonna let the elbow return to the fist. Let your feet turn and find your forward facing plank again. Let the left fist return forward. So you're making like 2 parallel arms, like an 11. Right fist to your left elbow. Turn the toes in that same direction. Open, reach, lift. Try to get as high through the hips as you can. Swim the arm over, really reaching and stretching through that top side to return your elbow to the fist. Forward facing plank. Let's do it 2 more times on each side. Left fist to right elbow. Rotate open. Reach for the ceiling. Swim the arm over. Stretch. You can even look down at your hand or elbow or fist. And then return to your forward facing plank. Right fist to left elbow. Rotate. Open. Swim and reach. Looking down towards the floor to return to your forward facing plank. 1 more time each side. Fist to elbow. Turn the feet and open. Reach, swim. If your neck is getting cranky, just look down at your grounded elbow the whole time, right? Last one here. Open, reach, swim, elbow to fist. Return to 2 forward facing plank 11 arms. You're gonna go right hand up, left hand up. Walk your hands back to your feet. Take a moment to breathe here in your forward fold with your knees bent, your belly engaged. I know I need just a little bit of a breather here because that was some work. And then you're gonna roll your spine all the way back up to your standing position. Okay, doing Pilates and talking is
different.
So much harder. All right, what do you want to do next, my dear?
Let's do deadlifts.
Cool.
So we were thinking that you could do, if you wanted a little bit of upper body with your deadlift, you could grab, if you have a weight at home, you could grab a weight, like a 5, a 10, a 15. But if you have like a can of food and you don't have any weights, you could also use canned food and hold that in one of your hands just for a little bit of resistance.
Or like a bag of dog food, or like any weight that you want to lift. Like, look around your house. There's lots of stuff that you can lift.
I'm going to use 2 5-pound weights because we don't have a 10-pound weight in the studio.
I'll use the...
And Cody's buff, and she's going to use 15. So we'll start. This is also a balance exercise. This exercise is great for anyone. Let's take the right leg just behind you, like a kickstand, and just activate through the back of the right leg, the glute. Think of squaring your hips. And you're just gonna lift that right leg up off the floor, and you're gonna hinge over your left hip. And then you're gonna bring yourself back up to standing. If you care to, you can bicep curl. Hover that right knee in front of you and press overhead. And then bring that back down. Bring the arms down and send that leg back out behind you. Let's do that 7 times all together. So hinging over, oh hi. And then bring yourself up. Bicep curl, hover that right knee in front of you. We call that tabletop standing in Pilates, and bring the arms overhead. And you're gonna do it again. You're gonna hinge. We're on mats, which makes the balance super extra fun. Shoes actually make this balance easier, I find, and press overhead. And bring those elbows down and those arms down. I'm always like, oh, shoes. That's why people wear those. Hinge over that left hip. Find that stretch in the back of the left leg. Lift through the chest. And press overhead. See, we're showing you we are not perfect.
Great.
We're working just like you are. It's been a week since we've been locked inside. Hinge.
Holy crap.
And coming up. It actually hasn't even been a week. And press overhead. I worked on Monday. And arms down. 3 more, I think, or 2?
2.
Okay, 2 more.
Definitely 2
And
more.
back up.
Holy moly.
And reach overhead. And 1 more time. You're definitely feeling the back of your left leg. Hinge. And bring yourself up. Bicep curl and press. Good. And stand. Both feet down. Give yourself a little shake it out. Your left leg should be really happy to come behind you.
I'm putting those weights down because
Oh,
I
it's
just need
heavy.
to do this with no weight now.
I'm gonna stay with my, these are like cans, I think. These 5 pounds. So right leg is grounded, left leg's behind you. Activate through the back of the left leg and glute, and you're gonna hinge over your right hip. This side is so much harder for me. And bring yourself up. Bicep curl and press overhead. And bring it down and hinge. This is a slow game. This is not something to rush through. Really try to feel your way through the balance, feel your foot, feel the stretch in the back of your right hamstring and butt, and hinging. Don't go too far down through your upper body if your leg doesn't come with you, and rise.
You can think about everything that we do at the springboard
And
on the wall.
Press.
Standing with our hands on the metal bar.
And 4 more. Hinge. And rise. Bicep curl. And reach overhead as that knee comes up. And 3 more. Take it over. Oh, I'm better on my right leg today. That never happens. And bring it up.
My foot is working like
And press.
crazy.
Yeah, the mats, if you have a mat at home, like a thick
Holy
one,
moly.
definitely makes your foot work more. Hinge. And up. And reach. And 1 more time.
I'm not being a very good example right now.
And hinge. No, we are. You might look like this at home, and that's okay.
Totally.
And bring it up. And bicep curl. And reach overhead.
Oh my god.
And come standing. Woo, that worked the back of my legs.
That was fun. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do some
Still,
abs
like,
now.
fucking worked right now.
Maybe it was. Did you work out yesterday?
No.
So we're gonna lie down on our backs. Should I
Here.
give them the head-on vision?
Yeah.
And you go side.
Come this way.
Is my head cut off?
No, it's not.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Want to teach fives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just like
Pilates
traditional ab
fives.
series.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you're gonna lie down on your back. Note that this can be done with your head down. I'm gonna have my head lifted and I'll cue lifted head, but just ignore me if you don't like lifting your head or it feels funky on your neck. So you're gonna bring your legs one at a time into tabletop. You're gonna make sure that your spine stays fairly neutral. If you wish to curl your head and shoulders up and forward, you are going to do that with a nice little exhale. Try not to excessively tuck around into your lower back, right? See if you can keep that nice neutral spine. You're gonna take your left hand and reach for your left ankle. You're gonna take your right hand and reach for your right knee. So all hands on the same leg. You're gonna extend the other leg out, right? I'm gonna pull this leg in towards my chest, create lots of compression, and then switch. Hand goes, outside hand goes to the ankle, and switch.
Inside hand goes to the knee. Outside hand goes to the ankle. Inside hand goes to the
Totally. Yep. And you're perfect. Team teaching is so much better when you're like, what am I saying? And you're going to continue to switch and you're going to breathe, right? You're going to find some breathing rhythm that allows you to continue to move without being like, wait, am I inhaling or am I exhaling here? Just breathe. Let's do one more on each side. And as always, right, it's called fives. I'm clearly not counting 5. You can count 5 on your own when you do this and just do 5 or your number. Both hands reach for the ankles. You're going to reach your legs out to a height that does not change the shape of your spine and reach your arms back. Circle your arms around and bend your knees in. And again, reach out and circle and in. It's nice to inhale and exhale to circle in. Keep going. 2 more. And again, your goal is to keep your spine stable. Try not to let it flop around. Lower your head and shoulders if they were up. Keep your knees pulled into your chest. Maybe turn your head to look right. Turn your head to look left. Right? Maybe do some little circles with your nose on the ceiling, or just move your head gently around to kind of ease out any tension that may have accumulated in your neck. But also, use your neck abs. We have them for a reason. So, you are going to curl your head and shoulders up and forward if you like to do that. You're going to reach both legs straight up to the ceiling. Both hands are going to reach for your right ankle or as high as you can reach on that leg. It can be calf, knee, thigh, whatever you got, right? You're going to pulse your top leg towards you. Pulse, pulse. And then you're going to switch and do it again. Pulse, pulse. You're going to try to pulse with the front of your thigh and your hip flexors, right? This is work for your hip flexors. Let it be work. Try not to rock your body around. So your pulse is coming from the thigh with stability in your core. Exhaling as you pulse is a nice strategy, but not the only way to do it. One more time each side. Both legs reach up to the ceiling. Lower your head and shoulders, but keep your legs straight up. Try to feel that your quads have to work around your knee to straighten those legs, and really let that be work. You can interlace your hands behind your head, or you can, if your head is down on the mat, you can take your hands into this nice little diamond-shaped thumb and pointer finger and place that under your tail rather than hands behind the head. You're going to curl your head and shoulders up and forward if your hands are behind your head. I'll do under the tail. And you're going to go heels together, toes apart, lower both legs down, lift both legs up, right? And again, we're asking for the spine to stay in the same shape. So you're only going to lower your legs as far as they can go without anything changing in your spine, right? So no ribs popping up, no low back rounding and wiggling around. We're moving from the hip, not the spine. 2 more times. Breathing to lower and breathing to lift. We don't really care how you're breathing, but just that you're breathing and moving. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees in. Lower your head and shoulders, maybe rock side to side.
And twist.
I'm sweating and shaking.
I'm sweating and shaking too.
Yeah.
Supine twist.
Yep, supine twist. Yeah, that would be a nice thing to do. You're gonna open your arms out to a T shape. You can flip your palms to the ceiling if you like a little shoulder opening here. Legs are gonna be in tabletop. Glue your legs together. Lift your left hip up off the mat and bring both knees to like over to the right side, but not all the way to the floor, like maybe as far as your right armpit or right elbow. And pause there, and then back to center and lift the right hip, keeping the opposite shoulder down will give you a nice like stop point, right? And then back to center. Same thing again, 2 more times on each side, just really working that lift of the hip to bring the knees over so that you're using your muscles to do this movement rather than using gravity. You're resisting gravity a little bit. Lift your right hip up and over and back to center.
I like to press my inner thighs together all the way down to my ankles so hard and feel that that doesn't change
Yes.
as I go from side to side.
Perfect. And that helps you connect to your deep abdominals too, which are really going to stabilize your spine and not like just let you succumb to gravity here. Awesome. Okay. We have one more in this series. You're going to interlace your hands behind your head. And you can even do that if your head is down, or you can just leave your arms down by your sides. You're going to curl your head and shoulders up and forward with your legs in tabletop. You're going to extend your left leg long and low, and you're going to rotate towards the bent leg, thinking about your armpit, reaching for your knee without lifting the opposite hip. And then switch. And switch. You're going to stay lifted if your head and shoulders are lifted. You're going to stay lifted as you're rotating from side to side. And switch. 2 more on each side. Breathe and switch. You're twisting through your middle like a candy wrapper. Last one. Back to center. Knees in. Give them a big old hug. And you're done with that little ab series. Yeah.
Feels good to stir your hips.
Totally. Hip circles.
Let your pelvis rock. Let
Yeah.
all that stability go.
Totally.
Feel good for a minute.
Feel good for a minute. Yes. I haven't put deodorant on in like 3 days.
I put a bra on today for the first time in 5. Should we do some, so we can go back to the cans and prone
Yeah.
arms?
Ooh,
and then
yeah,
be done.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna do a
Okay.
little arms.
We're gonna do a little
arm work.
prone arms. I'm gonna grab some small weights for me.
And I'm just gonna use 2 balls, actually.
You want red ones or yellow?
Whatever's lighter.
I think I grabbed you the heavier ones.
That's okay.
But I don't think they're that heavy.
Let's pretend like these
wait.
are really light.
You can literally just use your fists. Like
Yeah.
you can make fists with your hands. We're gonna lay on our stomachs and do some like back body work and some arm work to finish this little, I think it's 30-minute or whatever it is. However long it is, that's how long it's gonna be. I think it's probably better if we both face this way for arm space. Right?
Totally. Yeah.
Well, no, I can face this way. Trying to get myself in the frame so you can see stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are.
Yeah.
I have space. Okay.
Yeah. Me too.
We start chest expansion.
Totally.
So you're gonna try to feel your thighs parallel on the mat. You can squeeze your inner thighs together, but if that makes you feel like you can't keep your pelvis flush on the floor, then don't do that. Just go parallel legs, think all the way down through the feet parallel. Try to feel like you get the front of the hip open. You can even kind of lift one leg and then lift the other leg to sort of open the front of the hip. And you're gonna Lift through the crown of the head and the chest just a little bit. Hold on to your weights or just make your fists nice and tight or your cans. And you're just gonna press your arms up to the ceiling, really straight. I call these dry spaghetti arms. And you're gonna inhale, lower down. Keep your spine lifted and just press the arms straight back and inhale down. And press straight back and inhale down. You're gonna do 4 more, just pressing straight up. The straighter your arms, the more your triceps are gonna work. And 3. And the more you squeeze that upper arm toward the side body behind you, the more your triceps are gonna work too. And 1 more, you're gonna keep the arms lifted. You're gonna start to reach out through a T as you turn your palms down towards the floor. And you're just gonna lower your arms to the floor here and lift them up to the ceiling. And lower down and lift. Feel those rhomboids. Feel that space between the shoulders. Try to feel the shoulder head itself rolling back and towards the ceiling, not towards the floor. And 3 more, lift. And 2 more, lift. And 1 more, lift. You're gonna hold that lift. You're gonna now reach overhead as you turn the palms to face each other and lower your fists onto the floor. And take a breath in here. You're gonna exhale and you're gonna press down through your left arm as you lift your right leg and your right arm, and your left leg. Lift your head and chest also. Press down through the left arm, press down through the right leg, and lower. Lift the left arm and right leg. Lift through the head and chest, ground through the right fist and the top of the left thigh and foot, and lower. Lifting right arm and left leg as you lift the body, right? Find this big back body exercise. And lower. And inhale, lift left arm and right leg up and take it down. 3 more times on each side. Right arm and left leg, do these slow swimming strokes with me. And lower. And left arm and right leg. And lower. 2 more sets. The longer I get, the more I touch Cody. And down, I'm like, oh, my legs are getting longer. And lift the left arm and the right leg. And down. 1 more each side. Right arm, left leg, lift. And lower. Left arm, right leg, lift. And lower. Keep that little bit of upper back extension. Hover both arms just the teeniest amount. And you're gonna reach all the way through T, palms down, all the way to the soldier arms, palms in. And you're gonna reach out, palms down, and overhead, palms in. And you're gonna reach out, palms down, and draw in, palms in. If you have 2 more of those, do them. Reach out, palms down. If you don't, take a break. It's just you in your living room or bedroom. And palms in. 1 more time. Reaching around, feel that shoulder roll away from the ears. And reach out and turn the palms in. Turn your head to the right. Turn your palms to the ceiling and just rest. Ooh, that was hard.
Oh my God.
Take your weights if you have them or your cans and set them down. Take your hands just under your shoulders. Take a breath in here and exhale. Push yourself up off the floor and stretch your hips back to your heels. And child's pose. And you guys made it through our little, this is our contribution to the coronavirus online workout.
Oh, I feel like I barely made
Stream. From here, just come to all fours. Tuck your toes under. Hover your knees. And walk your hands back to your feet. Find that forward hanging. Let your arms just hang and swing. Swing yourself to the right of the right leg and around to the left of the left leg in like a horseshoe shape. Take some really nice cleansing hopefully mind relaxing deep breaths. Let the arms hang back down, and you're gonna exhale and roll yourself back up and through to standing. Nice work. We hope to see you in person soon, but this is fun too. It's just not nearly as much fun. We like you a lot. Take care.